up, YouTube? Topaz Jason. I got a pretty good show lined up for you today, man. First, we're going to jump into a brief instrumental from underground producer Lambo La Musica. Then we're going to jump into a bunch of things that Jadakiss had released, but mainly focusing around the single that he just dropped. And then we're going to take some questions. So Jadakiss, as of recently, man, has been dropping a lot of damn content, man. And which, starting off, let's talk about the recent single that he dropped, that You Can See, featuring Future. And the first thing I want to touch on about this, man, is the fact that you can tell that Future's sound is pretty much the popular sound right now. Like, if you go back last year, the sound that constantly was on the radio, constantly everybody was taking and trying to run with and shit in order to stay relevant, was DJ Mustard's sound. But now, this year, it's been pretty much all Future. And that's no exception here with Jadakiss. He reached out to Future, got him on his joint, man, and it sounds like something that Future would have fucking did. And it has that club type feel to it, like this is quite honestly easily going to be his single. And this song, along with that Nuthin New with Nipsey Hustle, it shows you that he's still on the same shit that he was on when he was still cracking in the damn music industry and such, man. Where he would jump from music genre to music genre to music genre to have something on his album for everybody and shit. And which it's never quite panned out. I've always said when artists do this shit, man, trying to please everybody, you end up putting together an album of a bunch of different genres and not everyone liking everything. Like, ultimately, people gonna buy your shit only for one song. Because as you can tell so far, Jadakiss got the song for the club, the more popular commercial joint. Then he got the song for the West Side, which is that joint that he got with Nipsey Hustle. I guarantee you he's gonna have a song for the chicks coming up relatively short. He's gonna have a song for New York relatively shortly as well, man. He's gonna continue along that lines to the point that the album really has no substance. It's just a bunch of songs built for a bunch of different fan bases. And out of these two tracks, man, I like that Nothing New the best, but we all know that the other one is going to get the most promotion. But then Jadakiss also dropped that mixtape and such, man, the Top 5 Dead or Alive, which that's the title of his album and shit as well, but this project was all just instrumentals, and that's really why I didn't touch on it or review that joint. You guys know I don't like instrumental type projects and shit, man, but Jadakiss is the type of dude that can get away with it because he's really lyrical and shit. Like, he can take these instrumentals and remold them into something different and make them into something better, but he honestly didn't do that on that project, man. Like, the punchlines were decent, but they weren't on the high quality that we should expect from Jadakiss for years and years of him spitting. But I am happy to see Jadakiss doing so much work and trying to use that as promotion and such in order to bring up a buzz for this latest project that he's working on and such. And hopefully the project will be pretty good, but ultimately out of all of the material that he released, only the one with Nipsey Hustle I feel is actually quality. But anyway, on to Ass Down Low Path. But these are more statements and such, man. Like Yoshi saying Kanye West's season 1 for his clothes and shit, man. When it came out, the cheapest thing that he had was a $180 t-shirt, dog. And I would never buy that shit in all my motherfucking life. And Fee Stevens says about the new Kanye West clothing line, it looks like something straight out of a horror movie like Mummies and all of that shit. And you know, that's pretty fucking hilarious, and that does have some truth to it. But if you pay more attention to the clothes and shit that was dropped, did you see the chicks in there with their titties all out? Like, he gave women see-through fucking clothes with no bras or nothing underneath. It was really fucking weird. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpass.com, that's down there, to read today's article.